Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It's a pleasure for me to come back to Baden-Württemberg premises for another event. I was participating, and I know this is a place of good gathering for exchanging positive ideas for the future and for our common goal to promote European policies that will serve our economies, our people, our companies. So it's the best place to be in, generally speaking. Now, in particular, this evening, I was invited to address you, since here is going to be presented by DEKRA road safety report. So I'm very happy to hear about that, and I appreciate very much your endeavor as DEKRA to focus on road safety. But as a surprise, now I heard Stan talking about DEKRA business model, which is green mobility and green fuels, talking about electromobility and hydrogen, and how DEKRA is going to help the industry to inspect and establish perhaps standards. And this is nice. I mean, congratulations. We were talking before me addressing you, and I said, okay, road safety. You have to study also the impact of electromobility and the new cars, which are heavier, on road safety, because of, okay, if you're inside an electric vehicle, which is, let's say, heavier and stronger, but what about the person you encounter with? So this is something to be studied, and I do count on DEKRA that you will look into this kind of the impact of electromobility on road safety, because it was not studied until now. We have absolutely no clue. We know where we want to go, but all this, the whole environment around our policies needs to be investigated and established, and such experts as DEKRA, we are counting on you for this. Road safety for the Commission is one of the top priorities, and if someone will have a look at what we have done in terms of conferences, debates, pledges, you will see that this is very high on the European Commission agenda. Last year, 20,000 people died on European roads, and that figure is around 6% higher than in 2020. So we're not doing well. At this rate, we are not going to achieve our goal to halve the fatalities and serious injuries by 2030. All of us need to redouble the efforts to get back on track. So I'm happy, in particular, the fact that DEKRA chose to focus on young people, because this year is the European Year of Youth, so I would see this as a nice synergy here. Here in the EU, despite considerable progress, the 18 to 24 age group sadly has the highest road fatality rate. So your report has accurately identified some of the key issues. Although many novice drivers drive very carefully, and others are at a higher risk due to inexperience, overconfidence, the higher likelihood of driving under the influence, being distracted, driving at excessive speeds. You also pointed to the many ways in which we can mitigate these risks. It's clear that we need to strictly enforce safe driving, but we also need a safe system approach, ensuring that our young people have access to safe vehicles and safe infrastructure. On the vehicle side, technological advances are making a huge difference. We take seat belts, airbags, and anti-lock brakes for granted, but they save lives. As technology advances, so too does its impact on road safety. Innovations like lane keeping systems, intelligent speed assistance, driver warnings, mandated since July under the General Vehicle Safety Regulation, have the potential to save many more. It's also clear that the transition to more connected automated vehicles and an entirely new level of cooperation between road users can be good news for road safety, but it also raises new challenges. Vehicles generate significant amounts of data, and ensuring adequate and timely access to it will become more important, and we plan to address this in a vehicle data initiative next year. We must also ensure that these new systems function well over a vehicle's lifetime. Software updates will become as important as mechanics, and the inspection services must adapt accordingly. That will be one focus when we propose revision to our roadworthiness legislation again next year. As you may know, the Commission is also planning a revision to the Driving License Directive. We'll revisit the range of issues tested, including knowledge of new vehicle features. We are also considering a training scheme based on accompanied driving. In short, to keep our young people safe, we need all the tools in the road safety toolbox: training and education, enforcement, and increasingly technological advances. To conclude, I would like to congratulate the Vision Zero of Safest Cities, as over 70% of the EU population live in urban areas. Making our towns and cities safer is absolutely crucial. The safest cities will inspire and encourage others on the road to Vision Zero, no fatalities and serious injuries on our roads by 2050. I wish you continued success. Please do keep up with the good work and your assertiveness and dedication to bring the relevant people together for your cause. And I would really like to see, because you are such a leader in that next time on the presentation of your report for next year, you'll have representatives of the member states who are poorly achieving. Because when we are talking about pan-European efforts, we know there are some who are excellent and there are some who are doing really bad. And if we don't involve organizations like yours in trying to bring up those who are doing a poor job, then overall in Europe we're going to fail. There is no point in having some performing and some really doing very bad. And when I'm talking about this, I know that my country, Romania, is the last on the list, so it's doing really, really bad. But I'm not talking about Romania to bring it up, but I'm saying, because I see it firsthand, all we are talking here about what is supposed to be done, it's correct in theory, but in practice, it does not happen. So we need your expertise and your involvement to bring on board those who are doing badly, because all European lives have the same value and we need to save them all. So thank you very much, and again, congratulations for your report. Thank you.